Hi everybody. I am going to spend a few minutes going through the homework assignment that is due next Monday for the morphology chapter. So I'll do this for every chapter where you have the homeworks because they're a little challenging to figure out what you're supposed to do for some of the questions, and I just want to make sure you can work along with me. And then if you have additional questions, feel free to email me or schedule a Zoom office hours meeting, and I'm happy to talk and go through it with you if you need help. Okay, so the homework is chapter 4 in language files. 1 through exercises 1 through 4, and then 6 and 8. So I'm just going to do the first words in 1 through 4, and then I'm going to start you on 6 and 8, I think, or number 8, and then let you finish it. Okay, these can be handwritten or typed. For the next one, you'll probably have to handwrite it because it's hard to type the phonological symbols, phonetic symbols, but for this one, either way. And then you upload it to Dropbox as an attached file. Just make sure it's clear to me whose file it is, that your name is on there somewhere. I think it automatically puts your name in the document when you upload it, but also, if you're taking pictures of handwritten stuff, just make sure it's clear to me what picture goes with what, that they're labeled and numbered and that sort of thing, so I'm not guessing, like, what am I looking at? All right, number 1 on chapter 4 is file 4-6. Is this in your book, right? It says to refer to the drawing at the beginning of the chapter. That's the word morphology that they have split into 2 morphemes, and explain how they split that into 2 morphemes. I'm not going to do that one for you. I think it's pretty straightforward, and you can write an explanation, but I do want to show you a few that are in number 2. So 2A is cat. So the exercise says the following words are made up of either 1 or 2 morphemes. Sorry, I'm reading in my lap, so I know I'm not looking at the screen. Isolate the morphemes and decide for each if it is free or bound, what kind of affix, if any, is involved, i.e. is it a prefix or suffix in English? Those are the 2 we have. And where applicable, is the affix is inflectional or derivational. So I'm going to do these, and I'm going to explain what each of those things means, even though it's written in the chapter, okay? And it's also in the LingSpace video that I posted. All right, so the first one is cats. So we have the word cats. There you go. I hope this looks right. So the question is, how many morphemes are in the word cat? So a morpheme is what makes up a word. A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a language. And the meaning can be something very simple, like it says he, or it says present tense, or something like that. Okay, so by meaning, we also mean grammatical meaning, not just word meaning. All right, so cats, how many does it have? Everybody tell me. It has 2 morphemes. Okay, so we have cat plus S. So cat is a morpheme and S is a morpheme. Cut is not a meaningful unit. At, it can be a morpheme, but it's not in this case. There's no word at in the word cat, right? It doesn't make any meaning. And so cat is 1 morpheme, and the 3rd person singular S is a morpheme. So, is it bound or free? Cat can stand alone. It doesn't have to have anything attached to it to have meaning. So it is a free morpheme. S, on its own, by itself, has no meaning. So it is a bound morpheme. It has to be attached to another word to mean something. Okay, our next question is, what kind of affix is involved? Prefix or suffix? cat is not a prefix or a suffix. It's a root. S is a suffix because it comes at the end of the word. Okay? The last part of this is the affix inflectional or derivational. So this is probably new for you. Derivational suffixes or prefixes change the meaning of the word, right? So I can have sleep and sleepy, right? So sleep is a noun, it's a thing, and sleepy is the adjective that's associated with the thing. That's derivational. Inflectional changes the grammar of the word. It changes what it's doing in the sentence. So here, cat with an S is plural, right? So it doesn't change the meaning of the word cat. It doesn't make cat an adjective. It doesn't change what a cat is, right? It just adds a grammatical element to it that tells us that there was more than one. So that is an inflectional suffix. If I said she's really catty, then I would be adding a derivational suffix. Okay, we got that. All right, let's try one more of those. I do not have, oh, I have a tissue. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's do one more, and then I'm going to leave the rest to you. So use your books, use the video, and hopefully you'll kind of come up with the answers you need. All right, so the next one is unhappy. This is B, right? Okay, one or two morphemes, and some of these will only be one morpheme. We have two here, un plus happy. So those are the smallest units of meaning in that word, right? Hap is not a morpheme. It has no meaning on its own. E, in this case, the Y. In some cases, if I add Y to a word, it can be a morpheme, right? Seed and seedy. But in this case, it's not, because I can't have hap and then happy. What is the Y attaching to? It doesn't work. So there's only two morphemes in this word. Okay, we're really not worried about meaning, right? I don't care what un means. That's what your 7th grade English teacher taught you. That doesn't matter here. What I'm more worried about is the grammatical elements that create the word and then what the word does in the sentence, or can do in a sentence. All right, so I've got two morphemes. Are they free or bound? So happy, we know, can stand by itself, so it's our root. It's free. And un does not mean anything by itself. I can't say I'm un, or she is so un, right? No, it doesn't